So, what do you do?
I work with computers, math.
Math? What kind of math?
Number theory, research mostly.
No way, I work with numbers myself. You know that? Here, look. It's 1. It's 2. You understand? But look at this. The numbers are interrelated. 1, 2 equals 3. All right? 140 equals 41. Sum of 3 and 41, 144. That's 10, 30, and 4, 233. Amazing! Some say that it's a code sent to us from God.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. It's all numbers.
タクシーエピソード16マテマチカルマスターズ
Numbers written on restaurant bills within the confines of restaurants do not follow the same mathematical laws as numbers written on any other piece of paper in any other parts of the universe. This single fact took the scientific world by storm. It completely revolutionized it. So many mathematical conferences got held in such good restaurants that many of the finest minds of a generation died of obesity and heart failure, and the science of maths was put back by years. In this episode of Beat Taxi, we're about to confront one of the most dangerous forces in the universe, mathematics. I have to say, I've always thought myself more of a letter type of person rather than numbers. And speaking of letters, I would like to quote someone with whose name is just a letter, named Malcolm X. He said, I'm sorry to say that the subject I most dislike was mathematics. I've thought about it. I think the reason was that mathematics leave no room for argument. If you make a mistake, that's all there is to it. So, yeah, thanks, Malcolm. I think, yeah, the problem with maths is already the word itself is a big problem. I mean, it's easy to say maths, right? Or math, depending on where you're from. But mathematics, that's already a pretty treacherous word, I would say, mathematics. As usual, if we have a look at the root of the word, the etymology of mathematics comes from ancient Greek. Can't even pronounce the word. It looks like I don't know, a grocery basket, but it means that which is learned. You know, yeah. So that's first problem with the word, and the major problem is, I mentioned it earlier, is it's math versus maths. That's pleasant. It seems that some people say math, others say maths, although it refers to the same mathematics. So mathematics sounds like plural to me, but you know, the average folk on the street or I don't know, underground has to choose between those two things then. So is it one math or many maths? I don't know. You tell me.
Outside my door, a box appeared, and I saw my name. I took it in and opened it up. It seemed to be from another planet. That was just as well, 'cause I wanted to go. I closed my eyes and turned all the knobs. The music came on and it never stopped.
So I had a quick chat with several friends discussing math. You know, I'm gonna say math, not maths. Simply, it's, I don't know, less sexy or more sexy. I don't know. Anyway, so they don't understand my I don't know. I wouldn't say dislike, but lack of interest in the subject. So I asked them, why should math be important in life, or why is it important? So one of my friends told me, okay, look, if you have to put up a shelf on the wall, math is really helpful. You can just calculate, you know, the angle of this and that. Or let's say you're playing baseball and you have to, or pool or something like involving balls and angles and whatnot, so you can calculate like the best shot and whatnots. And yeah, this doesn't sound very important. So anyway, as usual, I did a search. Why is math important in life? And it tells me this. Jenny has 6 apples. If she gives away 4 apples, how many apples does she have remaining? That's quite an answer. So let's have a look here. So Jenny has 6 apples. Okay. Doesn't say where. I mean, where? At home, in her bag, in her car. What kind of apples? Are they like golden? Are they pink lady? You don't know, right? If she gives away 4 apples, how many apples does she have remaining? But now here's my problem with math is it doesn't ask the right questions. Who does she give the apple to? Does she give them to Pete? Does she give them to Paul? Does she give them to, I don't know, Desmond? Or does she give them to Kenny? So let's say she gives away those 4 apples. We don't know where they're going. We don't know the recipient of the 4 apples. How many apples does she have remaining? Well, that's the same problem. I mean, they're remaining, but what's their condition? Are they mint condition? Are they sort of, you know, withering away? Are they all kind of rotten already? That's my problem with math. There you go. It doesn't just, you know, tell the whole truth, right? It just gives you a few bits and pieces and turn them into numbers. And oh, there you go. Oh, look, you're 35 years old. Oh, okay, so you must be that 35-year-old type of person. Anyway, second answer I got is even better. 2 trains are traveling non-stop to Kansas City. One leaving from Boston, which is 1,450 miles away at 50 miles per hour, and one is leaving from San Francisco, which is 8,850 miles away at 40 miles per hour. Already I feel seasick from all the numbers. Just pronouncing them is tiring. Both trains leave their origins at the exact same time early in the morning. Now that's something I like, early in the morning. Okay, that's something. That's picturesque. But is it cold? Is it hot? Don't know. Which train will arrive first? And what will be the time difference of the 2 trains' arrival in their final destination, Kansas City? And as a bonus question, what color is the train? There you go. So, you know, that's the kind of problems that we're dealing with when we discuss math. Anyway, just I'm feeling a bit strange now. You know, it's just I have goosebumps. I feel cold. I just don't agree with math, I guess. So I was talking to my friends about the whole thing, and some of them said, "Oh yeah, you know, you might have a problem with math. You might have a phobia, numerophobia, it's called." And I'm pretty sure I have a number of phobias, but I'm not sure I have a numerophobia as, you know, per se, right? And then they mention, oh, which number do you fear the most? And I don't fear numbers, but it's true that some numbers I'm not a big fan of. Sometimes I just look at the clock and it's 20 to 3, you know, in the afternoon. I don't like that. And so they were saying, oh yeah, some people, they have tetraphobia, which is fear 4. And I don't know why. I think it relates to Charles Manson and the Beatles, something like that. one that I like because the word is very cool is called triskaidekaphobia, and it's the fear of the number 13. And I don't know, I'm not very superstitious, I'm not a believer, I guess. I mean, I'll believe you if you tell me certain things the right way, if you look me in the eye, you know, but I'm not a believer in things like that. 13 is evil, or 13 is lucky, 7 is lucky, whatever. Now the cool one, the cool sort of fear of specific number is the 23 enigma. It's not really fear. It's some people believe that somehow the number 23 is involved in everything. It just tells you everything you need to know about the universe. And as usual, and I would say maybe that's significant, but it connects with William Burroughs, whom I've quoted in this show before. So according to Burroughs, he had known a certain Captain Clark around 1960 in Tangier, who once bragged that he had been sailing 23 years without an accident. That very day, Clark's ship had an accident that killed him and everybody else aboard. Furthermore, while Burroughs was thinking about this crude example of the irony of the gods that evening, a bulletin on the radio announced the crash of an airliner in Florida, USA. The pilot was another Captain Clark, and the flight was Flight 23. I like it, but I think it doesn't prove anything. I mean, there's probably as much coincidence related to Captain Clark that relates to the number 23. So yeah, and also the problem is that people don't seem to agree on whether 23 is lucky, unlucky, sinister, strange, sacred. No idea. So yeah, numbers, right? So, trying to be fair to math, here's a list of reasons why math is good for you, apparently. 1, learning math is good for your brain. I don't know, I mean, I already have a headache just pronouncing numbers. Math helps you tell time. Okay, I guess. Well, we haven't discussed time that much, but yeah, I'll keep it for another episode. Math helps you with your finances. I think you can just, I don't know, there are ways around that, you know. You can just decide to spend nothing, or you can decide to spend everything. There you go. All or nothing. Math makes you a better cook. And I just don't see how. Maybe if you do like fried numbers, I don't know. Math helps us have better problem-solving skills. Oh yeah, the other day I had a punctured tire, you know, in my car. Yeah, math really didn't help. I can tell you that. Practically every career uses math in some way. Yep, I guess if you're a garbage collector, yeah, math is pretty big. You know, just like, oh, wait a minute, let me calculate the circumference of that bag of rubbish. Great. Okay, math can make you more popular. That just I don't know. Math is a universal language. Alright, so here I would be interested in this topic, the universal language. Today we have a special guest, Professor Hans Reifenberg. Hello.
Hi.
Right. So I thought Professor Reifenberg would maybe help us figure out why math is good.
Many of us think of mathematics as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions, percent, geometry, algebra, all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the definition of maths?
So my day-to-day definition of mathematics that I use every day is the following.
Right.
It's about doing cool stuff. Mathematics enables us to do so many things.
Yeah, but like what?
Understanding and the nature of understanding and what the essence of understanding is. Because understanding is something we aim for.
Okay, yeah, I want to understand. But what? Understanding what?
I want to talk about we want to understand things.
But what?
It is about finding patterns.
Okay, patterns of what?
There are patterns.
Patterns, yes, but of what?
With a pattern, I mean a connection, a structure, some regularity, some rules that govern what we see.
Okay, so it's about rules, basically.
First of all, there are patterns. If you don't have that, you don't have understanding.
Yeah, I'm not following right now.
Behind me you see a beautiful pattern, and this pattern actually emerges just from drawing circles in a very particular way.
Far out, yeah, it's beautiful. Let's listen to something else. Okay, so after this this definition of math, I'm even more puzzled. I think maybe we should stick to concrete, questions, not so much abstract stuff, which is, I don't know, impossible to understand for me. So here are my problems. Can I just ask? Okay, so first problem, what's the deal with imperial measures?
To do new things. If you don't have that, you don't have understanding.
Okay.
And in mathematics, this is essential.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought so. So, all right. What's the golden ratio?
This is 60 1675.
Okay. All right.
First of all, change your perspective.
All right. So what about, I have a pretty, this is as concrete as it goes. A plus B is to A as A is to B. Did I get this right? Yeah. So this is really a puzzle for me. It's so mysterious. It's so mysterious. A friend of mine, yeah, he's also a professor, Professor Fess. He told me, okay, in math, when you feel lost, just replace all the components, the different components, with things that are easy to understand, small elements, you know, like easy elements, simple things. So I tried, okay, A plus B. All right, so let's see. Apple plus bananas is to apples as apple is to bananas.
We can analyze it, we can make up languages for it.
Right. It didn't really help, did it?
When we throw something up in the air, it falls down. Why? We're not sure, but we can represent this with mathematics in a pattern.
Okay, so...
And I want to focus on mathematics.
Yeah, sure, okay, let's carry on.
So let's have a look at these patterns.
Okay, patterns. So you've been going on about patterns, but I still don't...
First of all, everyone actually is nature.
Okay, yeah. So that's the pattern.
Actually is.
Okay, but can you actually give me a comprehensible, understandable example?
First of all, second of all, 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 first of all, this is a language we made up. Can you guess for what?
No idea.
Tying shoelaces at the university level, because there are patterns in shoelaces. You can do it in so many different ways.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's listen to something. Okay, let's try to make a connection between all those elements, because so far I don't see how they connect.
Well, they do.
Yeah. Okay. So, for example, what about math and music? Yeah. You yourself are you perform. Well, actually, you record under the name Mixmaster Math.
Actually, is cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very clever. So, can you tell me about it?
Many of us think of mathematics as dancing.
Yeah.
There are patterns for tap dancing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And this we can listen to.
All right, then. Alright, that was Mixmaster Math, surfing with Fibonacci. Yeah. It's not really very emotional music, but it's, I don't know, I see people get worked up over math, but I don't much. I just feel tired and inadequate. I wonder if I don't know. It has to do with the type of brain I have. Now the funny thing is, while researching for this episode, I came up onto a phrase that kept sort of popping up in complicated math books, irrational numbers, and I keep rereading the definition. I have no idea what it means. I just kind of like it, irrational numbers. The definition is pretty good. I mean, the irrational numbers are all the real numbers which are not rational numbers. I like that. It's makes sense. It's, yeah. Then I won't get into the rest of the definition because I threw up when I read it. So irrational numbers strike me as something that's maybe ignored. Is that maybe numbers don't make any kind of sense. Maybe you don't need to believe in them, you know. Are they kind of a belief system? I'm not sure. Simply, I think maybe you could divide humanity into two camps, you know, the math and the whatever, I don't know, letters? I don't know, or I'm not sure what's the opposite of math. Maybe we should do a little search. Opposite of math. Alright, can't come up with anything, but I guess, so if math is the science of numbers, quantity and space, I guess maybe magic is the opposite of math. Or, I don't know. Man, this is such a puzzle. This is a complicated episode, and I'm pretty lost with Professor Reifenberg's, you know, ideas and concepts. Yeah, I think maybe we need to start over.
Eat Taxi Episode 16.6 Give Mathematics Another Chance.
Okay, so I'm gonna let our guest take over. Professor?
So let's have a look at these patterns.
Right, okay, patterns. Here we go.
I want to talk about sound. This sound. This is a perfect A, 440 hertz. Let's multiply it by 2. We get this sound. We play them together. Sounds like this. This is an octave, right?
This is beautiful, man. Wow.
I can do this game. We can play a sound, play the same A. We can multiply it by 3 halves. This is what we call a perfect fifth. Sound really nice together.
I love perfect filth.
Let's multiply this sound by 4/3, right? What happens? You get this sound. This is the perfect fourth. If the first one is an A, this is a D. They sound like this together. This is the sound of 4/3.
Alright, 4/3, man. Who knew?
I can even do this with rhythms, right? I can take a rhythm and play 3 beats at one time, in a period of time. And I can play another sound 4 times in that same space. Okay, it sounds kind of boring, but listen to them together. Hey, so this is the sound of 4/3. Again, this is acid rhythm.
Alright, acid.
is a really great number. I love 4/3.
All right, so I guess I don't know. I'm getting into this math thing. I mean, I think you got me with the 4/3 number. 4/3 is the best number, indeed. I'm pretty happy with 4/3. Now I think from now on, anytime anybody wants to ask me like, hey, do you want a whole pizza or 4/3? I will say I want 4/3. I'm not having just 3/3. 3/3 is overrated, you know. 4/3 is the way to go. So, I mean, I think if I got this right. Anyway, yeah, math and music, who knew? Just thought they were sworn enemies, you know. But actually, no, there you go, they're all over the place. In scales, in notes, pitch and so on, in rhythms obviously, but still, I think this thing that, you know, I don't know where music came from obviously, but well, probably from outer space, but let's say if it came from a place on Earth, I'm pretty sure they didn't start with math, you know. I'm pretty sure they had music before math. Then they figured out, okay, how can we improve our music, you know, for example, they were just playing with like banjos and like, I don't know, human skulls. It was pretty basic, I don't know, like rockabilly or something. And then they say, hey, I'm pretty satisfied with the rockabilly, but yet I feel there's more to it, you know. So probably we can, I don't know, invent something. Boom, computers. They invented computers. Next thing you know, they invent drum machines and techno. And I mean, it all happened in Detroit, you know. And so I'm guessing either Detroit invented maths, or maths sort of developed separately, you know. I mean, independently of music. So I think music happened, and they've been playing techno, I don't know, from the dawn of ages, you know. I love that expression, the dawn of ages. I think it's great. It describes, you know, the beginning of times, the dawn of ages. So anyway, they were playing techno back then, caveman techno. I think it's Chuck D of Public Enemy who said so, you know. Said cavemen invented delays. I don't know if they invented delay pedals, but at least tape delay. So anyway, enough about music history. Yeah, let's play something else, something mathematical. So now that I'm not scared of math anymore, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to make some changes around here, be more mathematical about things. For example, I've always been sort of very carefree about how I brush my teeth, but I think I should definitely, count the number of strokes on brush strokes on each tooth, and maybe devise some sort of mathematical system. A number of brush strokes and the intensity of each, depending on the surface of the tooth, and some kind of notation system, maybe like a kind of a toothbrushing score even. So that's one thing. My driving is going to improve, I'm sure. I've always driven, sort of, I did take a test at some point in the past, but I think I need to be more, how can I say, scientific about it, and not French scientific, if you remember. So something more, I don't know, I need to calculate angles, I need to, I think I'm going to have all sorts of scientific measurement tools installed on my vehicle, maybe, captors, sensors, things that I would say maybe make everything both more complicated and, I don't know, more mathematical anyway. So I'm always aware of how many, I don't know, any number of things happening, how many times the wheels spin and so on, that sort of stuff. What else? Well, I don't think I'll be too worried now about my finances, definitely. Well, I mean, I never got to win that Miss France pageant, so I never got the cash prize, in case you wondered. But yeah, I guess finances, that's one thing you can always improve. Mine are okay at the moment, but I guess, yeah, I could always do with a bit more. So math will come to the rescue. Math is there for me now. I think I'm gonna always ask my good friend Professor Reifenberg, for advice. Maybe I'm gonna get into the whole stock market thing. Could make some serious money there. Oh yeah, also, so I'm thinking this one thing now. Math is probably quite sexy if you think of it. I mean, certainly if you've ever seen Hans Reifenberg, I mean, he's a sexy guy. He's wearing a piano tie right now. Shants, those short pants. There you go. Multiple pockets. One of those photographer vests also. Multiple pockets as well. Don't know what do you have in your pockets?
There are patterns.
Patterns. All right. Right. So yeah, I mean, things are gonna get serious about numbers around here. I feel like I've been missing out. Yeah, all that craftwork stuff, I guess. Also, there's a message, definitely, if you know what I'm talking about. So yeah. Anyway, now for some simple math and music. So there's kind of a problem here. Is I don't feel too good right now about the whole math thing. It was just one song, but I've been looking at those problems from the beginning of the episode, you know, Jenny and her 6 apples. Yeah, there's looking at the solution, you know. Alright, so Jenny has 2 apples left. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is okay. Now, the second problem about the train, I thought it was easier, but actually it's even harder. Just reading the solution is just horrible. It says, to solve this problem, simply divide the distance traveled for each train by its speed to obtain the time that the journey will take. Assuming that the trains travel uniform velocity and make no stops, the Boston train will arrive in Kansas City in 29 hours. And I have no idea why. And the San Francisco train will arrive in 46.25 hours. Yeah, so the time difference, forget about it. So the Boston train will arrive first. Maybe Boston is faster than San Francisco. I mean, I don't know much about Boston. Even, do they have music in Boston? In San Francisco, they have tons of stuff like acid rock and whatnots, but yeah. So I'm not feeling too great about it. I guess I'm gonna have to learn. What should I do? I mean, how can you learn? I'm not gonna go to school. Yeah. Maybe I should search, like, is there such a thing as I don't know, a robot? Like a calculator, but something that knows what to calculate? You know, you don't just type stuff, you just, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to figure something out, because here's the problem, is if I need to pay good money on some sort of computer to help me with my maths, first I need to improve my finances, but to improve my finances I need to be better at maths. You see the problem there? Catch 22. That's a number for you. There you go. You want to know another number? It's 3 6s, you know. 666. 666. And that's the number of the beast. And, well, unfortunately, Professor Reifenberg has left the building for, I don't know, a little while right now. So I can't really ask him about the number of the beast. But I'm checking here, and the number of the beast is 666. It represents Satan. And here there's a bunch of superstitions that are associated with it, and that's some pretty cool trivia. For example, Nancy and Ronald Reagan, when they were moving to their home in Bel Air in Los Angeles, they moved to the 666 St. Cloud Road. That's pretty awesome, but they had to change to 668. That's, I don't know. Yeah, there's all sorts of things. There's a connection with Detroit techno there. In the late 80s, a Furniture Mart building in Chicago was changed by its new owners from 666 to 680 North Lake Shore Drive. Yeah, so, you know, numbers are not innocent, definitely. Great dangers, I think, lie within numbers. Yeah. Okay, Professor, you're back. Can you help me? I need your advice. What do I do?
My conclusion is the following.
Okay.
Understanding something really deeply has to do with the ability to change your brain.
Yep, I want to do that.
So my advice to you is try to change your brain.
Okay, but...
You can just study mathematics. It's a wonderful way to train your brain.
Yeah, but that's the problem. See, that's the conundrum. I'm lost with math.
Have a mind like water.
So it's the end of the episode. In conclusion, I would like to say that I think math is sexy, but math is definitely scary as well. And I'm confused. Do you say math or do you say maths? That's still a problem we haven't solved. Unfortunately, I don't think Professor Reifenberg is eager to say anything.
That's nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I'll see you on the next show.
Mittagsig.